there's a huge sale in the eShop right now. This is actually a rare one where a bunch of first-party Nintendo games are on sale. So we wanted to go through those and give you some of our suggestions, but this is a big one.
Yes, it is the summer sale, just went live.
Yeah.
And yeah, surprising because, as the joke goes, these Nintendo first-party games never go on sale. But
Right.
they've actually got quite a few and some really good ones on a pretty good discount in addition to a lot of other stuff. So we've got about 25 things that we want to go through here. Some things that we definitely recommend, some things that we want to pick up ourselves, and a couple things that even though they are discounted, I think we would put them in the stay away category.
Right.
Don't
get bamboozled.
Even then.
Don't get bamboozled.
No.
This is nice because a lot of these games that are on sale right now, even though they're Switch 1 games, a lot of them do have that Switch 2 enhancement. So if you wanted to replay something or you've been like backburnering something because it didn't run well on your Switch 1, it may be on sale now and it probably will run a lot better.
Right, at a minimum, pretty much everything here should run better on a Switch 2 if you've got it. These are all Switch 1 games, we should say. There's no Switch 2 games included yet. And there are a few of these that got the dedicated patch to make them run even better. So we'll call that out when we get there. So let's begin. And this is a game that does have the Switch 2 patch. I don't know why people wouldn't have bought this yet, but if you have, just in case you have it, please buy Super Mario Odyssey
and play it.
Which is now it's on sale for $40.
Yeah.
We should say this entire sale runs through July 9th.
Right.
So you have a good amount of time to think about it. Maybe buy one thing, save up, get another. But Mario Odyssey at $39, that's a steal. That's a steal.
Pretty good.
I mean, you want to talk about a game to get you in the mood to play Donkey Kong Bonanza?
Yeah, this is the one.
Whether this is the team that's making it or not, it got a lot of similar vibes.
Pauline.
I think this is
here.
A perfect thing, and it has the Switch 2 patch. Looks amazing.
Yeah.
Runs amazing on a Switch 2. Wow. Must buy. Maybe just a slight step down on the must buys, but I think equally great. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury.
Just for Bowser's Fury, honestly, I think this is worth it. This is also $39.99. So even if you get it just to play Bowser's Fury, there's a lot of game there, actually. And I think it's pretty worth the discounted price.
I can't believe you just threw shade at Super Mario 3D World, which is
you may have played that
great
one already,
game,
honestly, is what I'm saying.
In its own right.
Yeah.
But yes.
No shade.
Two games.
I'm just saying, you might have played that one, but you missed Bowser's Fury.
Yes, this one is also $39.99. This does have the Switch 2 patch. It looks great, lets you do some other stuff. And yeah, Bowser's Fury, maybe not everybody as widespread has played that.
That's what I'm saying.
In comparison to some of the other Mario games, people did say like, oh, well, this is maybe some experiments with what they might do with Mario games in the future whenever we end up getting a proper 3D Mario game. I agree. It's wonderful.
It's an awesome game. And if it was an experiment, I hope they continue on doing more of that. But if you missed it, Bowser's Fury, this is your chance to play it because it's really good.
Yes. So Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah.
Several different configurations of this are included in the sale, and right now there's a lot of chatter about a potential new Animal Crossing game being revealed soon. I don't know whether I believe that completely or not, but it's always a great time to play some Animal Crossing if you don't already have it. So you can get the base game at $41.99. You can get it bundled with the Happy Home Paradise DLC, that's $59, or you can buy the Happy Home Paradise DLC standalone for $17.50.
Yes.
What was your final take on Happy Home Paradise?
I really liked it.
Okay.
My final take is that I really liked it, and it did really extend my gameplay of Animal Crossing for a bit longer because at that point, there wasn't too many big updates from Nintendo supporting the games. This was kind of the last one, but it was enough content and it was different enough where it was more about the interior design stuff that I really liked it. I have been itching to go back to my Animal Crossing island. This could be an upcoming video, but I have heard. The reason why I sort of stopped checking in with Animal Crossing on my Switch 1 is because it was just such a long load time.
It really was.
And like, if I only had 20 minutes to check in on Animal Crossing and like 10 of those minutes were loading some stuff, I was kind of over it.
Why bother?
Why bother? But I have heard that the load times are significantly better on a Switch 2 and everything just runs better, is much snappier.
Great.
So I am actually wanting to go back to Animal Crossing. So yeah, if you for some reason missed the DLC or missed Animal Crossing altogether, this is a pretty good deal. I did really like the Happy Home Paradise DLC, so I would suggest getting the bundle.
Okay.
So yeah.
I think I was a little less hyped on the DLC than you were. I think that's just something that maybe I liked doing a little bit less in this game than you did. So kind of read up on what that is and if that's something that you feel like you want to do more of.
Yeah.
But getting both of those for the price of the base game, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good deal. Okay, another game that got a really significant Switch 2 patch is Zelda Link's Awakening, which is obviously a remake of the Game Boy game. This is on sale for $41.99. That's 30% off. This is a great game. Great game on the Game Boy. They did a great job adapting it to Switch. It's got that really cute
plastic toy look
of Link, and I would say don't be scared that this is a remake of a pretty old game. Like
it totally holds up.
It really, and a Game Boy game at that, holds up shockingly well.
It holds up shockingly well, and it's one of my favorite Zelda games just because it has such a different vibe with it being on this island and with some different characters. A lot of people have complained that this game had bad performance on Switch 1. And it was a little shaky sometimes.
That's fair.
But again, on Switch 2, people have put said, I'll just maybe wait for it to get better on Switch 2 before I play this game. Or I held off on buying it because I heard it was running badly on a Switch 1. Well, it does run better on a Switch 2, and it's on sale for $41.99. So that's actually a great time to jump into this game if you missed it. I love this game. I kind of lived through the bad performance on Switch 1. I gave it a pass because the game is so good.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish, if I were to go back in time, I kind of wish that I was able to play this for the first time on Switch 2.
Play it again. Yes.
I know.
And again, this has the dedicated patch from Nintendo. So all those things that you heard about before, those are, like people have said, those are gone.
Yeah.
So great news for this game.
Exactly.
All right, there's a lot of Xenoblade included in this sales.
Right.
Let's start with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This is obviously the Switch version of what was originally a Wii game. This is $41.99. This is the same discount that a lot of these first-party games are getting
30% off, basically.
In this sale.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or parts of Xenoblade. I like the original. This is the one that I like the best.
Oh, really?
For myself, yes.
Oh, I'm not really.
I was really feeling it. I like Shulk.
Oh, you want that?
I know Shulk shows up in some of the. I just like this.
Swimsuit Shulk.
The music in this game.
Music is good.
Is incredible.
Yeah.
Really, really good job updating this for the Switch. So this is the one that I would recommend.
Okay.
Yes.
Everyone has their own favorite.
But if you disagree,
Xenoblade game.
Again, various versions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So let's go through the different ways that you can get this, because part of this is actually a little bit confusing. So you can get the base game, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, $41.99. They have Xenoblade Chronicles 2 plus the expansion pass. That is for basically $63.
Yep.
You can get the expansion pass on its own for $21, or the Torna the Golden Country DLC for $28. So you're probably asking, like, well, what's the difference between all of this? Because it's frankly a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
So the expansion pass, you have to have the base game, but it gets you the Torna DLC plus some other stuff. But the Torna DLC is the main thing. Then you're probably asking, well, how come the Torna DLC is more expensive than the expansion pass? So the Torna DLC is actually a standalone thing. So you don't need to have the base game for that. I personally have not played Torna. Frankly, I've not spent a ton of time with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but people do vouch for Torna.
People say this is a great...
A lot, yes. Standalone
thing.
Right.
And I have not played it either, so this might be my chance to get it and play it. But yeah, people say that it's quite good, and as a standalone like Xenoblade experience at under $30, it's not bad.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
People have said, I will point out, people have said that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is one of the games that really does need some sort of a patch. It's just like, it was
a little bit.
It was a little iffy from day one
Yeah.
on the original Switch, and now on the Switch 2, it just feels a little, it's a little blurry, a little.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll patch it at some point.
So they haven't said anything about that, but just take that under consideration if this is something you are taking a look at. But yes, make sure that you look. And Frank, I was browsing this on the web version.
They don't make it very clear
Of the eShop. These listings were kind of broken up. It was like, here's a Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I scrolled down more. Here's the other one. So like, make sure you are taking inventory of all this stuff before you decide what to do.
Right.
This one's a little confusing. Okay, we got 2 here that I'd put in the stay away category, even despite them being on sale. First party games, wow. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD on sale for $42.
I don't know if it's worth $42.
Why don't we keep going, Nintendo?
Maybe we need to slash the price a little bit more.
Yeah.
This is like a $22.
Maybe if it was on sale for 30% of the original price, maybe we could talk about it. So this is a remake of a 3DS game, a pretty just like by the numbers,
bones remake,
straightforward, redo of that. I don't know.
I don't think it's worth it.
There's just not enough here.
There.
Like frankly, buy Luigi's Mansion 3 at full price. Like that's an amazing Luigi's Mansion game
have it.
that looks incredible. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you might already.
But this one, I don't know. This is just not screaming value even on sale for me.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Next stay away is Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. It was only $30 to begin with. It's down to $21.
But it's still really boring.
I have this. I played it. I got pretty bored of it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
There are these challenges that are with all of the classic, NES retro games. And they're kind of fun. It's a little lacking in terms of like, you want some sort of a friend integration that's
or like leaderboards.
Right.
We were talking about like they needed something to keep you motivated.
To keep you coming back.
Because some of these challenges are very short, very like quick.
Right.
So without any sort of like interaction with anybody else that's playing this game, it just felt a little lackluster.
Yeah, exactly. Again, even at $30, I was like, I don't know, this is feeling like a $10 to $15 kind of thing. So yeah, that's just my feeling on it. So buyer beware. A game that I wholeheartedly
highly recommend,
endorse, and I think you do too.
Yes.
And this is on a steep discount.
This is a crazy price for this game.
Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. This is on sale for $15, so it's 75% off. This is obviously a Nintendo Ubisoft collaboration because it's got the Rabbids. If you don't like Rabbids, don't be scared.
I don't like Rabbids.
You hate Rabbids.
I hate Rabbids. And I like the first Mario plus Rabbids, but I think this one is worlds better. Like just
I agree.
Leagues better. Like a lot of the ideas that were being tested in the first Mario and Rabbids game really came to fruition in this version. I played through the entire thing as a Rabbid hater. I still loved this game. So take it from me, you will love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a strategy with some role-playing stuff in it. It's just this was one of my top 10 games of the year that it came out. Like, really cannot, at $15, cannot recommend this enough.
Definitely buy this game for $15 and don't buy NES Championships for $20. That's ridiculous.
Last first-party game here is Nintendo Switch Sports. It was $40 to begin with. It's down to $28.
Yeah.
Maybe we feel different. I feel like at $28, the $30 line, I think is an okay value.
If you have a lot of people like in your family,
if you have a multiplayer setup going, with people.
If you just have tons of people to play with, people are always coming over and you need some sort of multiplayer game. This is good because it is very like easy for anybody to just grab a Joy-Con and play. I don't have that set up, so it was kind of boring for me.
It does have online stuff, but I mean, the aesthetic of it we think is both a little weird.
It's very bland,
with
very weird.
These weird looking
creepy fake Miis.
Fake Miis, but it is fun to play under the right circumstances. So
totally.
So I think this just makes it on the cut of like, this is worth taking a look at if you don't already have it. All right, third party stuff. Let's look at this. Wow, Persona 5
This
Royal.
Is great.
This is a game that I have circled for myself because I still don't own Persona 5 Royal. This is 65% off, down to $21.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
And this is a game that this is what people say, like 100 plus hours
Yeah,
of games. So if that's an equation.
I wish I waited because I have this game and now it's on sale.
And you still haven't finished it.
I haven't finished it, but I have this game and it's great. It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's just a very long, deep game.
Right.
But now I'm like, darn it, should have waited. Now I'm 65% off.
But yeah, I mean, people say this is one of the best RPGs of
like
kind of this,
time,
the last 10 years, or we'll see how it stacks up all time. So I am excited to finally get this game myself.
Yes, you should. At least start it. At least do the first hour just to get the cool factor and then realize you're not cool enough to play this game. That was my realization. I was like, wow, I'm not cool enough.
You'll notice as we get more into these third-party games, the sales become more steep. You know, again, Nintendo's being pretty conservative with the sales. For them, it's a steep sale, but for everybody else, it's like, hey, why don't
75% off? Like,
why don't we go further? We have Dark Souls Remastered.
Should I play this game?
This is down from $40 to $20, so it's half off. I think you should try this. Don't you have this game?
I do.
I'm pretty sure when we worked at Nintendo, we got this.
Do I have this? I don't know if I do.
I have it. I'll let you borrow it at a minimum. You can borrow it from me.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
This is a very good version of Dark Souls, which
Can I get through this game?
which is an incredible game. I mean, you finished Elden Ring and the Elden Ring DLC, so I think you should give it.
I want to try it.
I think you should give it.
I never
a try.
really played a Dark Souls like all the way through or a deeply.
There you go.
Let me borrow your Dark Souls.
I will.
Or I'll buy this on sale.
Either way, you can try it. Yes,
buy.
I think you should. Yeah, this is an all-timer. A game that I really love.
Oh, you should definitely get this.
This is one of my Nintendo Switch hidden gems. No More Heroes 3.
Yes, this is a great game.
This is also half off, down to $25. If you haven't played No More Heroes, it's this very kind of punk rock aesthetic action game made by Suda51.
Got a little surrealism in there.
Very hard to describe the things that go on. Good sense of humor, really interesting.
Save on the toilet.
You save on a toilet. What more is there to know?
Save on a toilet.
Yes. Really great game though, and probably I think this is my favorite No More Heroes game.
Okay.
Out of the three.
The Wii.
The original. The original is very good.
But this one is probably a close second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Doom Eternal, which is 75% off, down to $10.
Wow!
This is another one that I am going to be buying.
Yeah, I'm going to buy this one.
I have this game on the PS4 and never got around to playing it.
Okay.
And I think having it on the Switch is going to help me actually
play it. Yeah, can play it on the go at least.
Yeah, the Doom games are these they call them the impossible ports because it's you can't do that on a Switch, but they did, and they did it really well.
Yeah.
And these games did not have any special patch, but they're running even better on the Switch too. All these modern Doom games are really fun, really fast, really just adrenaline-soaked shooting action kind of stuff.
Play that rock, that punk.
Yes,
the
metal is
rock.
just going crazy. Put on your headphones, turn your hat backwards. Yes.
Turn the lights off.
And just rock out as you shoot some demons.
Exactly.
Yes. This is another one that I will be picking up. The Borderlands Legendary Collection.
Oh, man.
So there's actually a lot of Borderlands on sale as part of this. And a lot of them are part of these collections. Borderlands 3, which is the newest one. There's 4. That one's not out yet. 3 is also on sale. But I included this one because this is 3 games in one, this Legendary Collection. This is Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel. And then there's another pack that I didn't include that includes 1, 2, and I believe the Handsome Jack something or other.
Oh, okay.
Frankly, I'm here for Borderlands 1 and 2. We played Borderlands 2 together.
A ton of Borderlands 2 together.
On Xbox 360. Great multiplayer game.
For like a long time, like months.
And I've seen people who have analyzed these Borderlands games on the Switch 2. They say they're running really well.
Yes, I have seen that as well. Yeah.
So I'm excited to pick that up and revisit these games that I did enjoy a lot. I feel like these are going to have a good kind of second life as a handheld game. Just kind of pick up and play for a while, get some new weapons, check some stuff out, shoot some guys.
Yeah. $10.
Right, exactly.
$10.
My gosh.
That is such a good price.
Red Dead Redemption is one that I've been thinking of. This was, a really great game on the Xbox 360 and PS3. It's down to $29 from $50. Comes with the Undead Nightmare DLC. That's more of a zombie thing. Maybe wait to play that until Halloween. But this is a really great game, and there are rumors that Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to the Switch too. So I don't know.
We'll see.
This is one that I'm curious about.
Yes.
The My Sims Cozy Bundle.
This got so much attention when it first came out. Was it around the holidays last year? Yeah. And a lot of people were saying, hey, on the surface, it may look kind of, simple or shovelware-ish or childish or whatever, but it's actually really good. It's actually really cute and has, you know, the depth of sort of like an Animal Crossing life sim kind of game. So I had not purchased this yet because it was kind of expensive at $60, but now that it's only $24, $25, I guess, round up, I think it's probably worth to buy. I'm probably going to buy this game.
Yes, it's down from $40 down to $25, so pretty good savings there. This is another one that's such a discount, I had to call it out. Dragon Ball Fighters or Fighter Z or whatever you forgot. I have forgotten. It's down to under $10 from $60, so it's 84% off. We did a whole video on this with some pro players when we were at Nintendo. Runs really well. Looks amazing. Runs really well, even on the base Switch. Really fun fighting game that I think it's fairly casual friendly, but with a ton of depth to it. And if you like Dragon Ball, like it's just super good. So recommend that. One of my favorite games of last year is Anton Blast. This doesn't have a huge discount. It's only 20% off.
It's relatively new.
Right. It came out at the very end of last year, and I feel like it had some issues when it first came out on the Switch, and some people maybe forgot about it. But they fixed those. It runs great on the Switch now. It's just such a fun game. If you like the Wario Land games, this is like a spiritual successor to that, and so many cool like homages to other games in it. Just love it.
One of the rare indie games.
Incredible soundtrack too.
In this sale.
Yes.
You know. So yes, and an
incredible soundtrack.
I believe they're doing a vinyl version of the soundtrack right now as well.
Give me that.
You want that, and you definitely want to put headphones on and listen to the music.
Give me that.
You were playing this game, and I was just like, give me your headphones so I can listen to the music while you play. It's so good.
Here's another 2 games in one. These are really underappreciated.
These are so good.
Gems. This is the Monster Hunter Stories Deluxe Collection. So this includes both Monster Hunter Stories games 1 and 2. It's down from $70 to $40. So consider getting 2 games in there. So these are role-playing games.
Right.
Based on Monster Hunter, but you're still, you know,
in that world.
You're kind of more befriending the monsters versus taking them out.
Yeah, I kind of like it, honestly.
Yes.
Because sometimes I feel like a little bad.
It's got a little bit more of a cute look to it versus like the more
scary
like realism of proper Monster Hunter. But it is a fun exploration of like the world of Monster Hunter, and the RPG mechanics are very fun.
The story is actually really good.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Stories 2 had like a very dramatic story opening moment that I was very surprised by. And yeah, I really did like this different take on the Monster Hunter universe where you are like, there's like baby monsters and, you know, cute things that you can interact with. I really did like that a lot.
All right, let's wrap up with a couple indies here. Katana Zero, love
oh my God, this is a great game.
This game. It is down, it's 40% off, it's down to $9.
Wow.
Kind of a retro 2D action game with like a time manipulation mechanic where you're this kind of like ninja guy who's like you're cutting through bullets and like dodging stuff, like just really like intense kind of short bursts of action.
Yeah, a very cool aesthetic.
Yes.
Like it has this kind of neon,
it's just cool.
Neon City
it's just a cool
kind
game.
of very cool.
Great soundtrack too.
Very good soundtrack.
And then our last game is one that I've been curious about, and I might pick up as part of this sale. Signalis, I think is how you say it.
Yeah.
This is kind of a modern take on a classic Resident Evil game.
Yes.
So it is a little bit
scary,
frightening. I think it has a bit more of a sci-fi bent to it. So like Resident Evil meets that movie Event Horizon, maybe. This is down from $20 to $14. And yeah, I've always been curious about this one, and people said it's really good. So I might give it a look.
You're not too scared?
That's what these games are for. Check these games out that you had in the back of your mind for a little while.
That's right. The sale makes it easier for you to at least like consider them, because it's not like that full price. It's kind of hard to drop $60 just to check something out.
Right. So again, there's other stuff that's included in the sale. These are just the things that we wanted to pull out that were standing out to us and that we're curious about ourselves.
Or that we've played before that we want to recommend to you, obviously.
And there's a couple games to stay away from.
Don't buy those games. Save your money and buy some of these other games.
Yes.
Save your money. All right, let us know if you are going to be purchasing anything from the sale, or if you have a recommendation that's on sale right now, leave it in the comments below so everybody can get all the information and buy the games they want to buy. Okay, we're going to wrap up this video, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.